difference between Capri and Anna Capri? That's what I say. What's the difference?
Capri is the lower part of the island. Anna Capri is above it. A little funicular takes you to the top.
You know, cousin, it isn't fair. I strained my brain studying about all these crazy places and books, and you've been to all of them. It's a cinch for you. You know why you get better grades than I do?
Why?
Because you're smarter than I am. No, I'm not.
What you said is true, Patty. Father and I have traveled almost everywhere. We spent a week in Capri when he did a feature story on the Grotto Azzurra.
This week he's in Greece. Next week he goes to Helsinki to cover the opening of Parliament. Boy, I wish my father were a foreign correspondent.
He does lead an exciting life.
Do me a favor. When you finish school and go back to Europe to join your father, take me with you. I'm tired of school. I want to get into real life. Expecting an Indian raid?
Are you in some kind of trouble, Ross?
Boy, am I. You Welsh on your gambling debts and the syndicate's after you. Don't open the door.
How are we going to find out who it is if we don't open the door?
I know who it is. It's a girl.
Well, what does she want?
Don't ask.
Hello.
Hello.
Is Ross at home?
I think so.
I'm Nicky Lee Blake.
How do you do? I'm Ross's mother.
I knew you must be. You have the same warm eyes.
Ross?
What? I'm gonna hide.
Have you seen Ross?
Yeah, not in the last few seconds, Aunt Natalie.
He must have gone out again.
He's very shy. I think it's just dark.
Ross, shy? You're new around here, aren't you?
Yes. We moved up from Virginia last month. I'm Nicky Lee Blake. Why, you must be Ross's beautiful sister, Patty.
Well, Ross is finally acquiring some taste.
And you must be his remarkable cousin, Kathy. He speaks of you all the time.
Does he?
The reason I came by is that we're having a novelty leap year dance Friday, and the girls are asking the boys. I want to go with Ross.
This isn't leap year.
I know. That's what makes it a novelty.
Why didn't I think of that? You're not from the South.
The boys are to have corsages for the girls, but I'll send my corsage to Ross so he won't have any expense. My father and I will pick him up here Friday night at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much, Mrs. Lane. Goodbye, Patty.
Bye.
Goodbye, Kathy.
Goodbye, Nicky.
Now I know why the South almost won the war.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
Eavesdropping. Mom, you don't know what I've been going through. She follows me everywhere, and she keeps bringing me all kinds of presents. I'm the laughing stock of PS8.
Come on, Kath, I'll play you a game of darts.
All right.
Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Lane. Oh, hello, Mrs. Blake. Yes, Nicky Lee just left. The dance Friday night? Well, I'm afraid Ross doesn't... It's a charity dance? A charity dance for orphan children. The school is sponsoring it? Well, of course, Ross would be delighted to go. Well, that'll be fine. Friday night at 7. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Mom, what have you done to me?
I had to accept, darling.
Why would you want to do that to me? I'm your only son.
It's for a very worthy cause.
I won't go.
Oh, you're being silly about this. Of course you'll go.
Watch this one. Patty, can I talk to you for a minute? You're in trouble. You robbed the bank, the police are hot on your trail, and you want me to hide you out. He's in here, officer! I want you to talk to Mom and get me out of the dance Friday. You mean that's really bugging you? You're afraid. Afraid of a little girl. Boy, I've waited a long time for this. You mean you aren't going to help me? Help you? Do you remember the summer you sold mimeographed copies of my diary? And the time you entertained my boyfriends by showing them baby pictures of me on a bearskin rug? And you're coming to me for help? Ha, ha, ha! Okay, never mind. Patty, Ross really seemed disturbed. Come on, stop worrying. It's only a kid dance. Let's finish our game. Perhaps we should have given him some help. Whose side are you on? It's the battle of the sexes. He'll learn all the tricks soon enough. He's a natural-born monster. Come in. Oh, it's you. What are you doing? Running away. Do you want to come with me? I can't. I promised to go to a movie with Craig Saturday. Are you running away because of the dance? You bet I am. I'll send for my ham set. Don't let Patty touch it. Ross? Why are you so afraid of girls? How do I know? I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a scared kid. Afraid of me? I'm a girl. You're only a cousin. You don't have designs on me. I'm sure Nikki has no designs on you. She seems very nice. All you have to do is take her to the dance and bring her home, and that's the end of it. No, it isn't. That's only the beginning. First, there's another dance, and they expect you to take him to that. Then you have to take him out to dinner and to the movies. Before you know it, you're engaged, and you have to wear clean shirts. Then you get married, and you have to take your old bride with you on your honeymoon and get a job. And for the rest of your life, it's bills, bills, bills. Kathy, I'm not ready to get married. No one said anything about marriage. It's only a dance. You don't know Nikki Lee Blake. She's murder. Why don't you tell your mother how you feel? She sold me down the river. All you women stick together. That's how you get us. Goodbye, Kathy. All right. Dad, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, certainly, son. Okay.
I'm having girl trouble.
Oh, I see. Well, tell me about it.
To tell you the truth, I can't see why everybody makes such a big fuss about girls. They're nothing. I mean, they don't do anything. They're terrible at games. They're either crying or giggling all the time, and they play with dolls. You're not even allowed to hit them.
That's true.
Why would anyone want to give up baseball for that?
Well, as you get older, Ross, you'll develop more mature interests. Girls will be among them.
Not me. I'm never going to get married. You have to support your wife for the rest of your life, and what does she do for you?
Oh, she'll cook, clean, be a companion, nurse you when you're sick, wash the dishes, do the laundry, bring up your children.
Who wants to marry an overpaid maid?
You think your mother is an overpaid maid?
Well, of course not. I mean, she isn't a woman. She's Mom. They don't make them like her anymore.
I agree. But you know, if you're very lucky, son, maybe one day you'll meet someone a little like her.
Promise me you won't get your feelings hurt if I tell you something?
Of course not. Shoot.
I wish I'd found her first.
Papa, Papa.
It's the Rock Hudson of Brooklyn Heights.
Dance with me, Rock. I'm gonna swoon.
You think you're so funny? Well, I hate you.
What'd I say? What'd I say?
Ross is going through a very trying period right now, Patty.
'Cause he's going to a dance?
Because he's going to the dance. This is the first time he's ever had a real date with a girl. That's an important step in his life.
So he has butterflies. He'll get over it.
You could make it a lot easier for him.
Me? When I first started dating, he used to tell my dates insanity ran in the family. He told one boy I was a kissing maniac. I tried live frogs in my pocket. Once.
Patty, the important time to forget a person's past mistakes is when he's in trouble and needs you.
Well, he's not going to get me. Can I borrow a book, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Patty, do you remember your first date?
Do I? Herman Brinkerhoff. Boy, I had a crush on him. He invited me to his 12th birthday party. After he blew out the candles, he got me in the closet and tried to kiss me. The braces on our teeth got locked. I wanted to die.
I remember you came home and begged me to move us to another city.
I didn't want to have to face Herman Brinkerhoff again. He was in every one of my classes. You know, Papa, I'd forgotten about that. I was sure a silly kid. I must have cried for a week.
What would you do if that happened today?
I'd laugh so hard at... Oh. I fell for the psychology bit, didn't I?
Patty, this is a difficult time for your brother. He's discovering a lot of strange new emotions that he never knew he had. That can be very confusing and very painful.
Yeah. I still remember the panic I was in the night of Herman Brinkerhoff's party. I didn't want to leave the house. It was like somebody was shoving me over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Your brother is upstairs going through that same thing right now, Patty.
What do you want me to do?
Will you lend him your barrel?
He doesn't deserve you. Neither do I.
Oh.
Well, if he has to go over the falls, I guess we might as well see that he has a comfortable ride.
Right. Patty? Thanks.
Who is it? Me. Go away. I want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I'm sick. Please open the door, Ross. What's the matter? I keep having these dizzy spells. If I could stay in bed for a week, I'd be fine. You're scared about Friday night, aren't you? Of course not. What's Friday night? There's nothing to be scared of, Ross. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody has to go out on a first date sometime. Why? I don't know. It's just part of the birds and the bees bit. Why can't everyone just leave me alone? It's fun once you get used to it. Nikki seems like a very nice girl. They'll have to drag me all the way to the dance. I was scared stiff on my first date. I didn't have anybody to help me. You've got me. What good are you? Girl, if you're going into enemy territory, you should have a guide. Do you mean it? What do you think big sisters are for? Well, to tell you the truth, I am kind of scared. I mean, Nikki thinks I'm kind of a man of the world. And actually, I haven't had much experience with girls. I won't know what to do with her. It's simple. You'll dance, and you'll talk. Can you dance? No. Can you talk? No.
That's hopeless. What do you mean, hopeless? Before you can count 1, 2, 3, you'll be acting like Cary Grant. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, you've got it. You're a natural born dancer. But I only know that one step. Am I going to stand there all night and do that step? You won't be dancing all night. You eat and talk. I know how to eat, but what'll I talk about to old Nicky Lee Blake? The first thing you have to do is stop thinking of her as old Nicky Lee Blake. She's a very cute little girl, and she likes you. Okay, let's practice conversation, okay? Kathy, you go out and be Nicky. All right. Here we are at the dance, and here's pretty little Nicky. Hello, Ross. Hi, Kathy. I'm Nicky Lee. Oh, hi. Oh, that'll sweep her off her feet. Can you put a little more enthusiasm into it? Hi. This certainly is a nice party, isn't it? Yeah. I love to dance, don't you? Yeah. Have you lived here all your life? Yeah. Did I do something wrong? Well, you're laying there like a lump of wet concrete. Haven't you got anything to talk about? It's no use. I'm not a ladies' man. Now, let's try it again. The big secret in being popular is to make your date feel you're interested. Okay? Now, ask questions. Go ahead. Say, what do you think of the Mets this year? I thought you'd try a more general question. What kind of ice cream do you like? Maybe we could get a doctor's certificate saying you're sick. Okay, come on, we'll try it again.
It's almost 7 o'clock. They'll be here any minute.
Ross must be up in his room. We better go get him. Ross! Come on! It's time to go!
Ross!
Ross! The crazy mixed-up kids run away. Come on, out. Come on. Please, let me go. Let me go. Get up.
Ross, what were you doing under there?
I lost one of my marbles. What an opening.
Look at what you've done to your nice new suit.
Mom, feel my forehead. I have a high fever.
He does feel a little warm.
That's war nerves. Son, pull yourself together. Nicky's going to be here any minute.
I can't go. You're not going to chicken out now after all the work we've put in on you. I just can't do it. I tried. Honestly, I tried.
Son.
Please, Dad, don't make me do it. I don't need girls. When I grow up, I'm going to be a real estate salesman.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad for you if you just faced the music.
They're here.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go see Nicky. Come on. You don't understand. I have this terrible headache. I won't ask you for another favor. Please? Will you stop acting like a baby? It's only a party. I'll give you all the money in my bank if you let me go. That's over $50. Will you cut it out? You act like you're going to your execution. I forgot how to bow. Please, let me go upstairs and practice.
No.
Well, good evening, Nicky.
Good evening, Mr. Lane. Good evening, Mrs. Lane.
Good evening, Nicky.
Daddy's in the car. Is Ross ready?
I can't go. I'm sick.
What's the matter?
I think it's pneumonia.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Have you seen a doctor? You don't seem to have any fever.
That's the trickiest kind. Gee, that's a pretty dress. I'm sorry I have to waste it.
That's the bravest thing I've ever heard of. Here you are, dying of pneumonia, and you're worried about me.
Well, that's the way I am.
I used to get colds when I was younger. I had one after another. They stopped when I had my tonsils out.
I had my tonsils out, too. They gave me ether.
Really? I had ether, too. I was a terrible coward about it. You must have been very brave.
I guess so. It's different with a man. I'll bet I ate 10 quarts of ice cream after I woke up.
Did you really? I like ice cream, too. What's your favorite kind?
Strawberry.
You got my corsage.
Yeah. Thanks. Gee, I'm awfully sorry about the dance, Nicky. To tell you the truth, I'm a terrible dancer.
I'm probably the worst dancer in Virginia. Anyway, I like just talking to you. You're the most fascinating boy I've ever known.
Me? Fascinating?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I feel better now. I guess Nicky and I will be going to the dance.
Well, that's fine, John.
Have a good time now, son.
Thanks. You know how these old dances are.
Have Ross show you some of the new steps he knows. What new steps?
Oh, just some of the very newest dances I picked up. I'll teach you if you're interested.
I'd love to.
Well, shall we go, Nick? We'll probably be late. Don't wait up.
Good night, everyone. Did you see him? He was debonair. He's a natural-born lady killer.
Oh, what are you crying about?
Isn't it silly? I feel as though I've lost him.
That dance can't still be going on. They said he'd be home by 10 o'clock. Something must have happened to him.
Martin, it's 5 minutes to 10.
Oh. Well, then my watch is fast.
Too nervous.
He's here! He's here!
Martin, let's not all descend on him like a bunch of mother hens.
What are you talking about? I was just going to bed. Night, girls.
Night, Papa. Good night, Uncle Martin. Thank you for a lovely evening, Ross.
It was nothing.
You made it perfect.
You're the best dancer I've ever seen. You make my sister Patty look like nothing. Do you want to go to a movie Saturday? There's a new Western.
I love Westerns.
We'll go Dutch.
Mother would like you to come to dinner one night next week.
Great. And you come over here for dinner.
Do you believe it? Well, Father's waiting. Good night, Ross.
Good night, Nicky. Hi, Kat. Hi, Sis.
How was the party?
Okay. You know how dancers are. You've been to one, you've been to them all.
How'd you get along with Nicky?
She's okay, I guess.
I see.
Well, I'm gonna hit the sack. Good night, Kathy.
Good night, Ross. He didn't mean any of that, Patty.
Let's face it, he's selfish and ungrateful.
When I think of all the trouble we went to so that
Oh, I forgot.
What?
Thanks for the greatest evening I've had in my whole life.
Good night, Ross. Men, what are you going to do with them? Let's go to bed.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find
They laugh alike.
they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.